Hello, I'm Sheila Cunningham with Henrico Recreation and Parks, and we're going to do Basketball Fundamentals Part 2. Mr. Edward Grinnell, Coach G, is still here. He's going to help assist, and our two great volunteers are going to help us with Basketball Fundamentals Part 2. Shooting tips. The main thing you need to remember is to focus on your target first. Most other players, they focus on the flight of the ball. You should always keep your eyes on the target, whether you're aiming for above the rim or if you decide to use the square over the basket. You want to bank it off of the glass. That's okay too. Your stance, you need a foundation, your base for your feet. You should be shoulder width apart and your knees should be bent. Also, a lot of the young players you're starting out, everybody wants to do 3 points. You don't start there. You start around your court. You start there. You start around. You need to start there first, doing smaller shots instead of trying to shoot wide shots outside first. Start inside, even on the sideline. A lot of players, young players, they don't use the sidelines, but that is good too. You need to move around the basket, okay? And the other thing too is The flight of the ball, you should always keep the ball in front of you. The ball should not go behind your head. Some younger players, they have their arms up and they always have the ball up front going towards the back of the head. You always need to keep the ball in front of you. Your stance, you need to develop your own stance yourself, your own form. And when you release the ball, you need to always come back down on that same area. Some players, their feet are apart. Some players, your feet are on an angle. You have to develop your own style that fits best for you.
Free throws, you dribble it a couple of times, the ball should be up beyond your waist. Elbows should be bent, and you extend, aiming for the front of the rim. Either it'll go all swish or touch the front of the rim and go in either way. But you have below your waist, you aim for the front of the rim, have it roll off your fingers for the back spin, and make sure you follow through. Same thing here, a couple of dribbles, ball below your waist, elbow bent, follow through, off your fingers, aiming for the front of the rim. We're focusing on free throwing, and the first thing you need to do is focus on the rim. The front of the rim should be your focus. The next thing is the ball should be held chest high and just above your waist. After that, you should bend both your knees and relax and shoot up. And as you're shooting up, you need to have the ball on your fingers and have a backspin, aiming for the front of the rim. Once you shoot, either it'll hit the front of the rim and bounce in, or it'll just clear the rim right at the top. Rebounding, you look for your opponent, then you look for the ball, and you jump and rebound. You box them out, backside down, jump up with both hands, grab the rebound. Find the person, shot, box them out, and jump for the ball. But also keep your backside down under their waist where you can box them out and they won't get the ball, but you'll be able to get the ball. So when the ball is shot, you find him and jump and rebound. When rebounding, the first thing you need to do is find your opponent. Once you find your opponent, get in front of them. Put your backside down just below their waist. That's called boxing out. When the ball is shot and it's coming off the rim, you have both of your arms up, you have your legs bent, you jump and grab the rebound. That's a rebound tip for you. You dribbling through the cones, right hand, left hand, pivoting. You dribbling, keeping your head up, pivoting, right hand, left hand, through the cones. Take your layup. Aim for the middle of the square. One more time. Pivot, pivot, right hand, left hand, pivot, 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 right hand, left hand between the cones. You keep your head up, eyes on the basket, and aim for the square on the hoop. Now we're putting it all together. Right hand, left hand, through the cones, pivot, 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 to the next group of cones, pivot, 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 right hand, left hand, left hand, layup. Aim for the middle of the square. Pivot, 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 right hand, left hand, left hand, keep your head up, then shoot your layup. All right, basketball skill drills 2. Bounce pass. Coming in for a layup, bounce pass, catch it, aim for the square, shot. Bounce pass from your chest. Bounce pass, bounce it on the floor. He catches it, shoots it off the glass. Chest pass layup. You take the step, follow through. Oops. All right, let's try it again. Two-hand chest pass, he caught, layup, aim for the square, basket. Now we're switching. He running the half court, he coming back. Two-hand chest pass, he catches it, layup. Keeping his eye on the basket, keeping his eye on the ball. Basketball skills, drill 3. Overhead pass, he catches it, he shoots, gets his feet together, follow through, swish. Overhead pass, he catches it, gets his feet together, shoots.
Hope you have enjoyed watching Basketball Fundamentals Part 2. I want to thank my co-worker's son and my grandson for being willing to participate. Also to thank Coach G and the other recreation staff behind the scenes for their hard work. We have really enjoyed putting this together. So basketball requires lots of running and endurance. The more you practice, the better player you will become. So don't give up, keep pushing yourself, make a name for yourself, exercise often, be safe, and thank you again for watching.